Welcome to my most played artists, songs and albums of the year. This is the fun one where everyone has the Spotify wrap-ups and shit, and I don't have Spotify, I have Apple. So we have Apple Replay, so we're going to be doing that for you guys and let you know which albums are my favourites, which songs I've played the most, and all the minutes and hours and shit in between. But before I do, let me know your own wrap-ups down below. What albums have you listened to the most? What bands? What artists? Everything like that, because it's fun to see the stats and stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into it with songs. So the first three are from Blut new album, which was my top of black metal of the year, so it kind of makes sense that these would be some of the most played. And That Cannot Be Dreamed, Neptune's Eye, and the Apotheosis... I can't speak. Anyway, the Blut Cthulhu demony H.P. Lovecraft shit. Next to that, we have Aquilus, Into the Wooded Hollows. Then, at number 5, we have Drudkh, I Am the Dead, which is the crazy long song, 20 minutes long, where it twists and turns, the dance segment, and the whole Kali, Kali, Kalima, the singing. Amazing, crazy shit. Next, it is number 6, is Tarkalion by Summoning, which is an underrated album. I know it's like last for me, but I've been getting into it recently. I've been enjoying it a lot. Then it's Imperium Decadence with Absence Elysium. Great song. Then it's Party by Ailstorm. P-A-R-T-Y. All this black metal and randomly an Ailstorm song. Of course it is. Then it's the second song of Drudkh's album, The Devil Sciences. And at number 10 is, I think, what is this? The Shadows of a Disillusionment. Disillusionment? That's right. The Shadows of Our Disillusionment. Cannot say that. But it was fantastic, and it's by Anathema. So, yeah, they were my favourite black metal albums of the year as well. So overall, pretty standard stuff. Most of the albums are the ones I've been listening to a lot, including Aquilus's Bellum 2, or Bellum 1, I think it was. I've been loving that album. Loving it. So it's saying I've listened to 386 artists this year, which doesn't include everything on YouTube, because I've mainly been listening on YouTube, to be honest. So that's probably like 500, but according to Apple, 386. These are the spotlights. So number 1, my most played artists of the year, 2,000 minutes, is Drudkh. No surprise to everyone. Drudkh, my favourite black metal band, they had an album out this year. Of course, I've been binging it. I've been binging the other albums and stuff by the band as well. Microcosmos, Blood and Our Well, Swan Road, you name it. Been listening to it. Next up is Summoning with 1,182 minutes. Drudkh and Summoning, you saw Tarkalion on the top song, so you could kind of expect Summoning here as well. Number 3 is Dark Space with 886 minutes. Dark Space, only 4 albums, but crazy, raw, kind of spacey black metal, love them. Number 4 is Old Man's Child, been binging the shit out of them, and you'll get a ranking for them soonish. 5 is Belphegor, been loving Belphegor recently. Did a ranking as well, so that makes sense. 6 is Anathema. Yep, Anathema, but you didn't expect that one. 7 is Ahab, one of my favourite bands. 8 is Mutilation, that's right, Mutilation. Hello, Satanic. 9 is Amorphis, they're now marked this year, makes sense. And 10 is Carrick Angren. Binging them this year, got into them and did a ranking because, they're symphonic, they're cheesy, but they're fun. So those are most played artists, and apparently I played 536 albums, a lot less than last year, but again, it didn't take into account YouTube or hard copies. My number 1 album of the year is Alternative Fall by Anathema. I played that 56 times. That didn't come out this year, it came out like 90s or 2000 or something. Amazing album. Easily my favourite Anathema album, and I love it. So let's see what's number 2. Blind Guardian, The God Machine. That's right. My favourite album of the year is my second most played album, and my most played album from this year, because Anathema's didn't, so makes sense. Number 3 is Swan Road by Drudkh. We know I've been playing Drudkh a lot, and Swan Road's been the one I've been binging a lot recently. 4 is With Doom We Come by Summoning, which of course, that's where Tarkalion is off, and that's the one I've been really enjoying recently. 5 is Death Came Through a Phantom Ship by Carrick Angren. Great concept story, the best album by the band. I could listen to it again and again, engaging stuff. What's next? 6, we have Funerals from the Astral Sphere by Midnight Odyssey, which is like a 3-hour album. So it's interesting that it's here. Funeral Doom and Atmospherically Black Funeral Doom is good, basically. Leaving This World, Leaving It All Behind by Is For Me is at 7. Desharmonium by Blut Nord is at 8. Bellum 1 at 9. And A Furrow Cut Short at 10. So a lot of Drudkh. Basically, a lot of Drudkh. It has some playlist stuff, but that doesn't really... That's nothing, really. Most of it is stuff I've made myself. Oh, actually, number 3 is Trance Essentials. Random as fuck. But yeah, that is my Spotify playlist, Apple Music playlist of the year. What did you think? Is it what you expected? I'm sure it is. You got Summoning, Dark Space, Drudkh. Like, would you expect any different Ahabs on there? They're probably ones that are different of, like, Anathema being my top played album of the year. That's new. And also Ailstorm's Party just popping up in the top 10. Because we did see them this year. And we were playing it a lot in the car. And it's fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this wrap-up. Let me know your own wrap-ups down below. And we'll see you again in the new year.